out on trail again. Surprise, surprise. This is not a normal backpacking trip. I have a mission this time around. We are out in the Grouse Ridge area on the Pioneer Trail, and we are taking Ranger on his first backpacking trip. So this is kind of a training mission. I'm gonna train him to be a trail dog, and some things I'm gonna be looking for today as we move along the trail. Looking at his body language, making sure he's enjoying himself, he's having a good time, he's not super anxious. I want to see him sniffing and exploring, tail up, ears up, curious. I don't want to see signs of anxiety or fear. So I'm going to be keeping a very close eye on him with that, and through positive reinforcement with treats and praise, we're going to be training him to stay with me and just be a courteous trail dog. I think some people are going to disagree with me on this next point, but I am a huge fan of letting my dogs off leash, letting them run around, explore things on their own terms, only if they have excellent recall. And Ranger's just not there yet. When I was backpacking with Kiki, she had amazing recall. I got her to the point where I didn't even really have to tell her to come back and heel. She would just see other people coming on the trail, and just instinctively she came back into the heel position. Ranger's not there yet, so he will be on leash for this entire trip, but we will be working on recall. I've brought an extra long lead, and so we're going to be working on a lot of recall related training while we're out here. One thing I see a lot of folks do when they bring their dog out into the woods is there's this kind of attitude of, I'm the human, you're the dog, you're gonna do what I want you to do. And I don't agree with that approach. So a lot of the decisions about this trip are gonna be made by Ranger. If he doesn't seem like he's enjoying himself, we'll go home. If he seems tired or just done overall, then we'll stop and we'll camp there. You know, the ultimate goal is to make it up to this lake up here that I have never laid eyes on. And I would like to get in there. It's about a 10-mile hike. And I know that seems like a lot for a dog's first trip, but Ranger and I take 10, 12, sometimes 15-mile walks around town on the regular. So he is used to these big, long, epic walks. So I'm not too worried about that part. Mostly I'm just concerned about being in a new environment and having all these new experiences and how he's going to react to those. So be keeping a close eye on his body language and just overall behavior, checking his pads periodically to make sure nothing bad is happening there. And maybe we'll make it to this lake to camp. Maybe we'll camp sooner. Maybe we'll end up just turning around and going home. Easy. Good boy. Good boy. Hey, easy. Good boy. Okay, leave it. Ranger, leave it. Good boy. Okay, bud, leave it. Ranger, leave it. Hey. Ranger, leave it. Good boy. Good guy. All right, buddy. boy. What do you think? Wanna go across? Good boy. Easy. Good boy. Easy. So we had 0 rain in the forecast, but those clouds up there are telling a different story. Have to keep an eye on that as we're walking. And our decision to stay or not will be made by the weather. So I was with that sign, total agreement, right up until the end there, part where they kind of accused mountain bikers of destroying the environment. I'm a firm believer that mountain bikers and hikers and backpackers can all coexist and share trails and share these environments and enjoy them in our own way. And I don't think it's fair to single out a group just because they choose to use the trail in a little different way. It's just my opinion. I'm sure a lot of people have other opinions, but to me, it just kind of feels like we can all just get along and share the trails. Good boy. Very good boy. So we've been walking about 3 hours. He's doing great. His pads look good. Everything I'm seeing in his body language is super encouraging. The main thing we've been working on so far is leave it. I'm trying to find that balance between letting him sniff enough that he gets the information he needs about this new environment and can feel more comfortable, and keeping forward progress, getting to our campsite. So I'm trying to let him sniff as much as he needs to, but cutting him off and saying leave it so we can start walking again. Well, we were hearing some distant thunder, and it looked like maybe the clouds were moving away from us, but it has started to sprinkle just a little bit. So I'm going to keep moving forward, hope that I can find a spot to set the tent up near Fordyce. I don't know how to pronounce it. Near the waterfall, and ride the storm out, maybe. See how that works out for us. But I have rain gear, obviously. My ranger doesn't, so I don't want him soaking wet. So hopefully it's just a quick cloud burst and it'll pass. Fingers crossed. made it to the falls. The rain is picking up. The thunder's louder. So I'm gonna start looking for somewhere to plop my tent, even if it's just like a temporary shelter until the rain passes. But it's definitely getting worse. What are you doing, silly? So here's my dilemma. It's about 2 o'clock, maybe 2:30. So it's too early to stop, as far as I'm concerned. I'm worried about the rain, so it's not too early to turn around and go back to the car and just go home. But on the other hand, got all my stuff. I would like to camp. Ranger's doing amazing. I'm so proud of him right now. Right now, sitting by the river, we are about 5,400 feet above sea level. The lake I would like to get to is at about 6,900 feet. So we've got a pretty significant climb ahead of us. And the threat of rain, the threat of lightning. So staying at a lower elevation makes sense because of all of those factors. But I don't know, 2 o'clock, 2:30 just seems too early to be done hiking. I typically hike all day long. Ranger's not showing any signs of slowing down. If anything, he's just raring to go even further. So these are all the thoughts that are rattling through my brain right now. So the rain cleared up pretty much as we started to climb towards Byers Lake. Nice and hot for the big ascent. Perfect. I'm so proud of Ranger. Now that we're kind of off the main trail, I haven't seen any people for a while, but he has dealt with all kinds of new stuff today. And handled all of it like a champ. We had off-leash dogs, we had mountain bikes, we had river crossings, and he's just been getting braver and braver every step of the way. I'm so proud of this dog. He's a good boy. Come on. Good boy. You can do it. Come on, buddy. Ranger, come here. Come on, little man. Good boy. Oh, such a good boy. Yeah. Been up on this section twice before. I guess I forgot just how steep this climb is. It's a little under a mile, and you gain 850 feet in elevation. So, yeah. It's gonna be my second hike of the year. I don't know what I'm doing to myself. Okay, leave it. Leave it. Good boy. Oops, sorry, buddy. So we made it to Byers Lake. And Ranger's kind of slowing down. He's lying down. He's seems very tired. So we are going to stay here instead of trying to get to the lake I have never seen. We'll save that for another trip. We get here, and the first campsite that I wanted has a gigantic tree that fell in it, so I can't use that site. And my backup site has people in it. So we are on the hunt for a campsite. We found a pretty decent campsite. I had to do the big rock, small rock method to get the X-Med to stand up because I couldn't get stakes anywhere. We're on kind of a solid granite slab, but it's working. Ranger has had his dinner and mine is cooking, and he's decided it's nap time. He did so good today. I'm so proud of him. We didn't get to work too much on recall. We were kind of busy navigating. There was a lot of people down on the main trail, a lot of dogs, a lot of mountain bikes. So I was really managing his reactive side, trying to get him to be less of an asshole, for being honest. And he did so good. He really did. There was a tiny little dog on no leash, and that's usually a big trigger for Ranger. And he handled it like a champ. Just super proud of him. Hopefully he sleeps well tonight, which means I get to sleep well tonight. And then we'll hike back out the exact same route tomorrow. Good morning. We slept really, really well. Maybe too well. Woke up at like 6:30, which is late for me on trail. Well, it's late for me at home too. Definitely late for Ranger. But we're eating some breakfast. We're gonna tear down camp and head back to the car. Really proud of him. He's done amazing this trip. From all the trail time, the tent time, I could not have asked for a better first experience for him. He's a very good boy. Let's go, buddy. Come here. What are you doing? You're a mess. Come here. Okay, go. Where are you going? That's the wrong way. Good boy.